be creative on your conversion in their website. A lot of times in business, we just keep trying to repeat what the other guy's doing, and that's part of how you learn. I mean, when I learned to play baseball, I tried to swing the bat like the people I liked, and then I found my own swing. And that's the same way it is with everything people learn. You got to find your own thing. But when you get on their site, you got to remember, you want to stand out and be just a little bit different. So look at the conversion. And what I mean by conversion is when somebody clicks on a link and then you go and offer your product or service, basically you're selling them, you want to really, really get excited. This is the place that you have to be in that creative juice, because the words, the video, the audio, however you offer it, is all based on that energy you're bringing to people. You're really trying to get them excited to go to the next step. So when you're doing your conversion, watch trying to be so step by step, so copying everyone else, which, by the way, is nothing wrong with it. It's, as Picasso said, bad artists copy, great artists steal. I don't know if I agree with that, but take out what you need to do, but make sure you're creative when you're writing, because when you're doing a headline, when you're writing, if you're not creative, if you're not in that space, it's going to show. And 90% of the reason anybody does anything in this world is the first headline and the first sentence. I learned that in journalism. The same thing applies to writing copy. It's all that first impression. So the creativity comes in how you're talking about your product. Not just saying, this is the best product I've ever heard of. Not just getting bored. Get yourself in a space where you can be creative. Give you an example of what I've seen some people do, and I actually did this with one guy who actually attributes most of his affiliate career to this, which cracks me up because he wasn't being creative. He was sitting in his basement, and he does this business as an affiliate, and a lot of times he would get isolated because he's pretty much a techie geek and he doesn't really get out that much in his business day. So he was getting bored and his shoulders were slumping and he was always like crinkly face, and guess what happened with his conversion page? The place where if that converts, if somebody buys, that makes it good for you and for the affiliate. It's what your game is all about. That's what the affiliate game is about, conversion. He's not converting. So he talked to me about this, and he didn't even know me from Adam. We're sitting here at a conference, and I really like this guy. And I said, what do you do when you get stuck? He goes, I just keep stuck. I keep working it, and it's not working. I said, give yourself permission to get away from the computer. Walk out, run, fish. What do you love to do? He told me he likes to go out and fish. So he went out, and normally he would call this blowing it off. He went out and did an afternoon of fishing. In the middle of the afternoon, he spent 2 hours fishing. You say, wait, that's crazy. He did come back to work. He has a work ethic. And his copy rocked. Why? Because he did something he loves, and he'd never given himself the permission to just get away. So if you're walking into a wall, you're not writing it right, you're not communicating it right, getting angry at yourself and beating yourself up is not what it's about. Get creative. I've known people who sing show tunes every morning because they love to sing. And you may not like that, but that's their style. And let me tell you, when you read their copy, people sing, okay? It shows. I've seen other people who would be fishing. Another guy was just waking up and trying to get that energy moving. Whatever it is, get in that space that works for you, and don't just sit down like, this is my job and it'll take me 2 hours and after that I'm going home. It's going to show. So don't do that. Make sure you're creative, because in your headline, in your first sentence, whether you're selling a diet product, whether you're selling a book, whether you're doing lead generation, it all comes down to your creative and conversion. So you gotta get creative and let that excitement, that thing you feel at that moment, when you really love it, they're gonna love it. And if you don't, and if you feel like you're doing it because it's a job and you're clocking out an hour, walk away right now. Because what's gonna happen is you'll find that you just need a break. You can do something, drink a little water, and make sure to get creative, because your conversion is what's going to mean the difference to success or failure for your affiliate program.